Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing okay. I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been following the journey for a long time. Anyone who's kind of reached out to me, let me put this straight, and reached out to me and just kind of gave me some good words, gave me some good luck, and just kind of supported me in my journey. For you guys that are probably new to the channel, my name's Cameron. I used to be a firefighter 2 to 3 years ago now. The majority of my longer content, like 2 years ago, was more firefighter related. I used to talk a lot about the fire service because that is a position in my life. That was the situation in my life at the time. And I was just documenting my journey. It helps a lot of other people become firefighters as well. So I'm very kind of proud of that before I actually left the fire service. And I've made a video on why I've left, so I'm not going to ramble on to it too much in this video. But the good news is we've arrived. I am currently in Cyprus. I've been here 1 week so far, here for the winter. It's currently January as I'm recording this video of 2025 now, yeah. So happy new year to all you guys that are watching. I hope it's an amazing year for you. I hope it's a year that you can kind of look back on and be like, you know what, my life changed that year, or I've done something that year that changed my life, because we only live once. Time is going at a rapid rate. Is something that I'm very, very conscious about, and something that you should be conscious about as well. And why not? Why not go for it? Why not take the risk? Why not quit that job? Do you know what I mean? You never know unless you take the risk, and I'm living proof of that, because this video, as the title says, is a day in the life in Cyprus. It's the day in the life of my current life. You know what I mean? There's going to be no fluffy stuff. There's going to be no fancy editing or anything like that to give off a false representation. It's going to be a very raw, very authentic day. And I'm going to bring you guys along with me. I'm going to show you the journey. As you can probably see, something that I'm trying to do is start my mornings off very, very slowly. Whether that be getting out of bed slowly, or just making breakfast, or just doing something, depends what I'm doing for the day. I always want to start now very slowly and very calm and very relaxed. Where I'm staying right now in Cyprus, it's so peaceful. I've stayed all over the world. I've stayed in amazing places. I've never stayed somewhere this peaceful. I've never been somewhere where I hear this little noise. It's almost too peaceful. Like, I feel like a bit eerie because I'm like, why is it so quiet? But very, very nice. Amazing for me because I like to get my work done in peace. I can't have too much noise going on because it stresses me out more than I already do get stressed out with my work. So yeah, day in the life in Cyprus. I'm about to eat this banana. We've got a very busy day today actually. I'm going to have this breakfast, and then I'm going to go and pick my friend up Ash. We're going to go to the gym. And then after that, I've got a meeting about 10 a.m. It's currently, no, I've got a meeting at 12 midday, and it's currently 8:45, okay? I'm trying to get my times. I've got so many different meetings. So I've got about 3 hours until I got my meeting. So we're going to have this, go to the gym, then go to the meeting, come back, do some work as usual. And I'll tell you guys a little bit more probably about what I do and what my kind of life is looking like at the moment here in Cyprus, okay? That's what I'm talking about, man. So peaceful. Like I said, I've never stayed somewhere this peaceful, and it's actually beautiful. There's like a communal pool here. There's a gym that you can go to. You have to pay for the gym. It's not really included, but you get a discount on your membership. So 100% worth it, man. It's one of the best places I've actually stayed in, and I'm very happy I'm staying here for the winter. And then in the summer I'm going to go into Ayia Napa, but I'm going to talk to you guys about Ayia Napa because that is kind of what I do in Cyprus. That's my main kind of place that I work in the summer, and I'll talk about that later on in the video. But I need to go. This is the whip for probably the next month or two, to be fair. I might change it. I did message the guy about changing it because it's very, very old, but it does the job, man. The gym's only like 8 minutes away, so it's worth me just getting something nice and cheap, just a little run around. Keep the expenses down a little bit because this apartment isn't the cheapest. However, it is what it is. So as long as the car's a bit cheaper, it's fine. The gym's only like 8 minutes away. So we'll go to the gym now. Running a little bit late. I've got one of these snacker jacks because I cannot train on a empty stomach. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me just open the car. So yeah, I can't train on an empty stomach. That is something which I have learned about myself, like kind of the last couple of years. Is like, if I go to the gym and I haven't ate or I feel hungry, then my workout is nowhere near as good as what it should be. And that's something that you need to start thinking about as well. If you're into the gym like me, go to the gym and think about when you go to the gym at the time where you actually feel good. If you go in the gym and you feel hungry, you feel like you've got no energy, think about why that is. Do you know what I mean? The last thing you want to do is go to the gym with no energy, because if anything, you should be leaving the gym with no energy. So think about think about how your body works. Everybody's different. That's something that you will know. Your diet might be different. I might eat a lot of meat. You might not eat a lot of meat. Do you know what I mean? It depends on like you as a person. What makes you feel good? Don't listen to too much of these scientists. Don't listen to too many people, all these personal trainers and all these people telling you stuff on the internet. Go with what makes your body feel the best. Go with what makes you feel the best, because ultimately that's what's going to get you the best results. Now I'm at a point where when I train in the gym, I don't follow like a 3 and 3 and 3. I just go until I do an exercise that feels good, and I go until I'm tired. I don't really count the reps. If I'm training with somebody and they're doing all that stuff, I can do that stuff as well. But when I go on my own, I get my headphones in, I just do a workout, I do what tires me out, I do what hurts, I do what makes my muscles ache and feel good at the same time without getting injuries. And I just finish it, and that's all you need to do. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't feel like you have to follow a certain routine or a certain something, because ultimately it's probably not even going to be the best thing for you as well. That's the thing. Like what the routine that you're following is somebody else has done for their own body, for their own person. You're completely different. Your genetics are different. Your body's different. Your kind of, do you know what I mean? Your structure is different. Everything's different about you compared to the other person. So a little bit of advice for anyone who's going to gym. I've been going to gym now, for just some context, since I was 16, so nearly 10 years now. Nearly 10 years I've been going to the gym, so I kind of know what I'm talking about, and I know the kind of etiquette of the gym, okay? But yeah, let's get cracking, and I'm going to go and pick up my friend. And another reason why I want to change this car is because I can't connect my music to it. I can't go on the aux, it don't work. So I've got to listen to the fucking radio, which isn't ideal, man. If you know me, you know how much I love my music. And when I'm driving, it's like an antidepressant for me. So listening to the Cypriot radio here in Cyprus isn't really what I want to be doing. So if I can get a better car, a different car, with an aux that actually works, because this is what I've got at the moment. See, one of these, but it just doesn't work. There's no electric going through it. So that is the problem that we've currently got, people. Hopefully I can get it sorted, because nothing worse than driving without listening to music. Do you know what I mean? We have arrived, people. The gym is behind me. I don't know how well you're going to be able to actually hear me, because obviously the music's on, it's quite loud. Hopefully you can hear me though. I'm currently on the treadmill. I'll just show you guys. But the plan is I'll probably do like 10 or 15 minutes walking on here, get my body warm pretty much. And today I'm going to do arms, because the last 3 days I've been here, I've done chest, back, shoulders. So now I'm due an arm day, so I'll get a big arm session in. I'm probably going to do some abs as well. Haven't done abs in a long time, but I'm feeling abs today, man. I'm feeling to get the abdominals working. So we'll do this. Should be a good session. So yeah, let's get it. So something that I'm actually doing now with my workouts, I'm sorry if you can't hear me, obviously the music's very loud, but I'm trying to keep it very slow, and I'm not trying to ego lift, I'm not trying to lift too heavy. That's a problem a lot of people face when they come to the gym, is they lift too heavy, you end up getting injuries, you end up just not being productive, you know what I mean? Now I'm focused more on slow reps, lighter weight, and like actually feeling the contraction, actually feeling the muscle kind of tear, if that makes sense. Your mind into your muscle is like the main thing which is going to grow it, okay? Like when you're in the gym, you're lifting and you feel the tension on your muscle, you can feel like, it feels like it's tearing. That's what you want to be doing. If you're doing the ego lifting, just throwing it about quick and all this stuff, then you're not actually going to be building muscle, you're just looking like a bit of an idiot at the same time as well. So yeah, just on biceps, going to jump on some triceps now. So yeah, I just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an insight into what I'm thinking and into my training day to day here in Cyprus. Feeling good, feeling very, very good. Right then guys, gym is now complete. The plan of action now is I currently have about half an hour, 40 minutes until my meeting later, about midday here in Cyprus. So I've got to go back now. I'm currently on my way to my apartment. I need to cook something, so we're going to do some eggs and toast, and then we're going to get in the shower and then get ready and then get to the meeting, all within about 35 minutes. So fingers crossed we can do it. I believe in myself, so yeah, here goes nothing. Now, I do apologise if the kitchen looks a bit of a mess. I'm going through a bit of a mad phase at the moment. I'm just so busy. I'm trying to get everything done at once. And when you're living on your own, you've got to do the washing up, you've got to cook your meals, you've got to go to the gym, you've got work to focus on, you've got meetings. You've got to move into an apartment, which is what I've been doing the last week. So I've got to drive, I bought like a desk and stuff, which I'll show you guys later on. My setup and whatnot. There's a lot of things to do, okay? So at the moment, it's a bit of chaos, but we're still getting it done, okay? Now, I've been having eggs on toast for like, I don't know, at least the last 2 years, pretty much consistently every single day. And the reason I do that and the reason I eat eggs on toast, I have 4 eggs, scrambled eggs on toast, is because it makes me feel good. It's because it doesn't bloat me too much. It's got protein in. Eggs, as you probably know, are very good for you as well. So if you don't eat eggs, then my advice is to start eating eggs. Eggs are a superfood. Eggs are amazing. Have a look, Google it yourself. Everybody swears by eggs. I know some people that eat like 10 eggs a day and they're fine. And that's probably what I should be doing as well. But I eat 4 a day. I think 4 eggs a day is more than enough. So we're gonna cook up some eggs now, eat my eggs as quick as I can, get in the shower and get rolling, man. But just quickly, I'll quickly show you guys the apartment just very briefly. So this is like the TV area. Got the table out there, table and chairs also out there. The kitchen, I'm going to show you it. Fuck it, why not? There's the kitchen. Looks a little bit messy, but it is what it is. Let's see what's in the fridge. Absolutely nothing. Literally, we've got milk, we've got a Powerade, some cheese, some pesto, and just bottles of water. That's about it. I want some brunch bars as well. Some breakfast bars. So yeah, not a lot in the fridge, guys. I won't lie to you, but it's what happens when you're living on your own. You've got to do your own shopping. You've got to pay for everything yourself. You haven't got mommy and daddy going to kind of the supermarket to get things for you. So you've just got to get it done, man. It is what it is. I'm going to cook these eggs, get in the shower, and I'll see you guys soon. And just like that, we are ready to go with 10 minutes to spare. Absolutely beautiful. Give you guys a quick little fit check. Something which I want to talk about, and something which I wanted you guys to know, and a lesson that I've learned is like, take pride in how you dress and take pride in when you go to meet people for the first time, or whether it's about business or even about anything in general, to be fair. Your first impression is huge. Now, it doesn't matter if you've been texting them and you might have even been on the phone with them, but if you're going to meet someone for the first time, then make sure you smell good, make sure you dress nice, make sure you actually make an effort. Now, yes, granted, this isn't the smartest of dress. This isn't like business attire, should I say, but it's a lot more formal than what I'd wear if I was going to a barbecue with my mates. Do you know what I mean? Like when you're going to meet someone, when you're going to kind of talk about important things or talk about something which may be important to you, whatever it may be, take the time, man. Just take the time to look nice, take the time to do your hair, have a nice shower, smell good, like I just mentioned before. If you're a man out there and you haven't got at least 2 solid aftershaves, which you spend a bit of money on, don't get me wrong, they're not cheap. You don't want to get the cheap ones from Primark or H&M or even Zara, to be fair. Like Zara's got some cheap ones which are decent, but when you kind of look at aftershaves and when you think about it in the bigger picture, spend a bit more money. The more expensive ones I've found smell way better, last much longer, and you get a better kind of perception and you get a better response from people when you meet them. And they might say, oh, you smell nice, what's that, blah, blah, blah. And it's just the little things that count. So a little bit of advice. I need to go so I'm not late. And that's another very important thing that I was going to talk to you guys or tell you about, is try not to be late, obviously. Never be late. Make sure you plan. Make sure you actually prepare for whatever it is that you're going to do, whoever it is that you're going to meet. Think about what you want to ask them. Like I've got in my notes now, things that I want to bring up in the meeting. Be prepared, because if you're not, you're going to get there. You're going to feel like you shouldn't be there. You're going to feel like lazy and just unprepared, okay? So Be as much prepared as you can. Do not be late. Whatever you do, please do not be late. I'm telling you from experience, because if I go and meet somebody next week and they want to meet me, they want to talk about something and they're late, it just makes me think like, this guy doesn't value his time. This guy doesn't value my time. And of course things happen, traffic and all that stuff, but try and get there 10 minutes early if you can. Luckily for me, I'm only down the road, so I know there's going to be no traffic and stuff. But if you're going into town or you're going somewhere which you know there's going to be traffic, actually look the night before. Oh, how long does it take me to get here? What time of day am I going? Think about all these things when you're doing things, and it goes a long way. So yeah, speak to you guys soon. Meeting done. Very, very productive, very, very interesting, and very, very exciting as well. For you guys that don't know, I'll probably just use this time now to explain a little bit of what I do here in Cyprus, what I do here in Ayia Napa. Ayia Napa, for you guys that don't know, is like the kind of party area of Cyprus, okay? It's down like South Cyprus. Probably about 40 minutes from the airport, okay? If you guys that don't know what it is, it's basically like your Ibiza, your Marbella's, your Zantes, where like people go for partying. But also there's a different side to Ayia Napa. There's more so like a huge adult market here. So like families will come here, people will come here, like with friends, stag do's, all that kind of stuff, hen do's. Anything really. Cyprus is a very beautiful country. Cyprus is very nice. I love it here. That's the whole reason why I'm kind of based in here at the moment. So what do I do then? Very, very important question. I basically, so it started off 2 years ago, just a little brief story. It started off 2 years ago. My background is photography, videography, all that kind of stuff. When I was a firefighter, I used to think to myself, I want to work abroad. I want to live abroad. I want to be able to go anywhere in the world and be able to earn money, okay? How do I do this? I started picking up a camera. I bought my first professional camera. It was like £400. Not a lot of money really at the time. And I used my money from the fire service to buy that. And the whole idea and the whole reason why I bought that was because it enabled me to make money anywhere in the world. It enabled me to be a photographer anywhere in the world. I could be a videographer anywhere in the world. Social media is crazy. You need to be online. You need to be creating content. That is why I started picking up a camera, because I knew how important. I knew there'd be a demand. I knew I could offer value in exchange for money anywhere in the world. So that's what I started doing here 2 to 3 years ago, okay? And I still do bits now. I'm still involved in the media kind of scene. I love the media. I love creating content, clearly, as I'm making this video. I enjoy this kind of stuff, okay? But as of recently, I've started working more so as a concierge. Like, you know, a concierge, like a big company which provides promotion services and stuff, whatever you want to book. But I am the concierge, like Cameron McCleary, me. I help people in Ayia Napa. I help people in Cyprus, whether they want to book boat parties, whether they want to book events, whether they want to book accommodation, villas, anything like that. That is kind of my role, and that is what I'm doing out here at the moment. So yeah, very, very, I guess, unique, very different to what I thought I'd be doing once I left the fire service. And it's crazy how life works. It's crazy how you can go from doing something or think you're then going to be doing something else to then completely doing something completely different, should I say. Very, very interesting and very, very kind of nice as well, because it's not always the things that, like, people say do what you're passionate about, do this and that, but you've got to be realistic. Like, as long as you can make money doing something that you enjoy, it doesn't matter whether you're passionate, it doesn't matter whether it's the best thing in the world, or, you know what I mean, that kind of stuff doesn't really matter. What matters is having the flexibility and having the freedom to do what you want to do on your own terms, okay? The last thing I wanted, and the last thing you probably want as well if you're watching this video and you're a normal person, is you don't want someone telling you what to do. You don't want a boss. You don't want to be waking up at 8 o'clock every morning and going to work and not getting home till 6, 7 p.m. in the evening and just enjoying your weekends. Like, life is so, like, frugal. Not frugal, what's the word, like fragile, in terms, like, life is, we're not going to be here forever, do you know what I mean? It's going to go just like that. So make the most of it. Don't spend time in somewhere where you're not happy. Don't spend time somewhere where you're not fulfilled, where you're not making the most out of what it is, whatever you're doing. And you'll live a very good life if you just keep taking risks. Like, a massive risk for me was leaving the fire service. If you've been watching me for a while, you remember when I left, like, I didn't have anything planned. Like, I had 3 months of work, or like 2 months of work. Not even that. Like, when I first come to Ayia Napa, Cyprus, I had no work lined up. I just knew certain people, which I was taking a gamble on getting some work. But in the back of my head, I just thought, you know what, I'm going to make this work. I'm going to do as much as I can to make this work. And if you think like that, and if you believe like that, there's no reason why you can't make anything work, okay? If you're polite to people, if you greet people nicely, if you're presentable, if you're somebody who is open to listening to other people, you'll go very, very far. Your network is literally your net worth. Everybody says it because it's so true. The people you meet, like you might, like for example, I stayed in an accommodation here in Cyprus, and the person who owns that accommodation, who is now somebody who I'm like helping rent out the villas and stuff. So I'm helping this person, and I'm also earning money from that. So just from me going to Iron Apple, just from me working and being in this location, chances are I've met this guy who I'm now working with. So it's crazy like how things work. So don't kind of get so focused. One piece of advice I'd give anyone, don't get so focused on just being like so one-dimensional and so kind of focused on this is what I want to do, this, because you will pivot, you will start going on different directions, you will start thinking differently, and you'll just start kind of growing as a person. Your interests might change. That thing you was passionate about before, you might not be interested in anymore. Something which you never thought that you'd enjoy is now something that you actually do for work, and it's how you earn your money. So very, very interesting, very, very kind of important lesson there, okay? The plan right now is I'm probably going to go back, probably going to have some more food, to be fair. I'm a little bit hungry. I haven't really got much in the fridge, as you guys seen. So we'll see how that goes, and then yeah, get back on the computer. I'll show you guys my setup as well. Show you my little desktop area, my little work area, which I'm very, very excited for, because it's something which I've never really had. Like I've never had like an office or like somewhere to work. I've always just like had a laptop, and then I just work, like I just sit wherever I want to sit, in the living room, on my bed, little things like that. But it's nice now to have a desk or something where I can put distractions away, focus on my work, get what needs to be done. It's a nice environment, a nice environment as well, should I say. So yeah, we'll go back now. I'm only up the road, so I ain't got to drive too far. And yeah, Cyprus, very, very beautiful. I'm very, very fortunate to be living here. Very, very fortunate to have the people around me that I do. And there's exciting times ahead. I've got 2 more meetings tomorrow. I've got a meeting with an accountant and another meeting with one of my good friends out here, to be fair, actually, who helps me, who basically runs the events out here, parties and all that stuff. So a lot of things coming for 2025, a lot of exciting things happening, but now it's time to really put the work in and just, yeah, get the ball rolling. Here we are then, people. This is the active setup. Don't ask why there's a cot on a bed. Don't ask why this room is so messy. Yeah, this is what we're working with. This is kind of the setup now for me for the winter. And like I said previously, this is the first time I've actually had a workstation like this in my life, to be fair. I've never really had a monitor. I've always just worked off my laptop. And it's actually such a good feeling to have somewhere like that, because I can just get on with my work. I feel like I'm kind of in a working environment. Whereas before, if I'm just working on my laptop, it's like, it's boring. Like it's boring, man. It doesn't feel like work. It just feels like I'm just like pottering around. I don't really get anything done. So to have somewhere to actually focus and work has completely changed the game for me. And if you're out there right now and you're thinking, yeah, I'd love a station like that, I'd love to like have somewhere to go to work, or maybe you work online from your laptop, but if you can, invest in a monitor, invest in your working environment, because you're going to get the best out of yourself. If you're around like a good atmosphere, a good environment, if you're working somewhere where you enjoy going to work, where, same with anything like in a job, innit? If you enjoy going to your job, then you're going to stay there longer. If you enjoy kind of your setup and what's going on with your own work and your own station, then you're going to work more, you're going to have better ideas, you're probably going to get more creative, and you're probably going to earn more money. So that is just how it works, guys. Just literally finished a fat work block, probably like 2 hours. I'm just replying to loads of people. Currently right now, it's very, very busy. It's this time of year that people that are coming to Cyprus, Iron Apple, Protaras area are booking their villas, accommodation, all that kind of stuff. So I'm helping people get villas. I'm helping people set up with all that stuff. So it's all looking good. I don't really know what I'm going to do with the rest of my day. I don't just want to sit in that room for like 8 hours, you know what I mean? I want to get out. I want to actually get some fresh air and stuff. I've already been to the gym today. I've already been out, had a meeting. I've already done some work. So now I'm just thinking, what is there to do? What is there to do with my day? I'll probably just carry on working. I'll probably go to the shops as well, because the fridge is so empty, guys. Like, I know I showed you it earlier, but look at this. There's just literally water, milk. There's a potato at the bottom, an onion, and that's about it. So I'm going to decide what to get from the shops. I've actually just got some meat out to defrost as well. I'll quickly show you this. So I actually ordered some meat from somewhere called The Grill, man. It's what one of my friends recommended. And basically they deliver it to your door and it all comes frozen, but it's like beef tenderloin fillet. I've got a chicken burger, and it's good though because it comes with all the kind of protein and stuff like this. 119 calories per 100 grams. This is 200 grams. So it's about 200 calories. Protein 23 grams, so it means there's like nearly 50 grams of protein in that. I don't know if it says it in here. Oh yeah, it does, yeah. Let's see what the steak is then. The steak is also 200 grams, and there is 25 grams per 100. That's 50 grams. So this right here is 100 grams of protein. So when people say they can't get the protein in, when people say that they find it difficult, it's actually not that hard. There's 100 grams in that. I had 4 eggs, which is probably like 30 grams. That's like 130 grams of protein. I'll probably have some fish fingers as well. I was thinking what to have with it. And I know fish fingers is random, but there's some in the freezer and I haven't had any yet since I've moved in. And they've just been there. Like I keep forgetting that they're there, but I do want some. I haven't had a fish finger sandwich or anything like that in so long. So I might have some of that as well, but I'm happy. 130 grams of protein for a day. I'm more than happy with that. Oh, wow. Wow, what a day. What a day here in Cyprus. I'm about to tuck into some steak and potatoes. Not the most pleasant looking meal, I must say. The potatoes look very, very white and pale. But I fried some onions with this steak and I also fried some garlic, so very, very tasty. Wow. I love it when it's like burnt and crisp. That's my favourite. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This has just been literally a day in my life, a complete day in my life. I haven't scripted anything. I haven't fancy edited anything. This has just been a rough standard day that I'm living right now here in Cyprus. It's crazy to say that I'm actually living in Cyprus. It's crazy to think that I'm actually living in Cyprus. When I look back at it, my life a year ago was completely different. 2 years ago, even more different. And next year, maybe even like more different. You know what I mean? This time next year, I could be in a different country doing something different with different goals or different thoughts and ideas and interests. You never know what's going to happen. But like I said earlier on in the video, if you can move out of your hometown, if you can quit your job, if you can take the risk, then 100% do it, 1,000,000% do it. You're never going to get the chance again. You're never going to be in the position that you're in now. Do you know what I mean? Like if you feel like you're ready, then do it. There's never going to be a perfect time. There's never going to be a perfect kind of situation to be in or the perfect amount of money to have in your bank account. All this nonsense that people kind of say to you, oh, have 3 months of savings in your bank account, have this in your bank account. You need to go when it feels right for you. You need to take the leap when it feels right for you. I took the leap when it felt right for me. A lot of people disagreed with me. Even my own family members disagreed with me. My mum, for example, she didn't want me to leave the fire service. But now, on the other hand, she doesn't really talk about it because I guess I'm doing a lot better for myself and she can probably see that I'm doing what I actually enjoy and doing something which I've took the risk for and reaping the rewards from it, okay? So, yeah. Very, very interesting when I think about it. I'm going to finish this steak. I'm going to get into bed probably because it's quite late right now. Where's my phone? It's currently, well, fuck it, it's 8:30. It's half 8 p.m. I say it's quite late because I'm going to bed at like 10, 11 p.m. right now because I'm just so busy in the daytimes with everything that I'm trying to do, the gym as well, fitting that in. So it is what it is. If you've got any questions, if you've got any thoughts, if there's something in this video that you want me to talk more about, if you've enjoyed the video, let me know. Please type in the comments anything that you've kind of watched in the video, any thoughts you have for me, any questions or anything like that. I'm more than happy to answer when I get around to it, okay? The YouTube for me is more so just to document my life, more so just to give you guys my thoughts, my realizations, why I'm doing certain things, and kind of why I do what I do, okay, and my process behind doing that, because I think it's valuable. I think people out there, if you're watching this, you can probably take something from my life. You can take bits that may relate to your life, okay, and that's the whole reason why I do it. And it's good to look back on, like years down the line. It's going to be good when I'm 50 years old and I look back on this video of when I moved to Cyprus, and I can look back at it in kind of like a turning point and just somewhere where I could think, oh shit, I remember when I was doing that, like that's when I was living in the moment, that's when I was in like my prime, that's when I was like ready, I didn't know what was around the corner. If only my like younger version knew what was going to happen in 6 months time from now. So very interesting, and that's why I make YouTube videos. Okay, I'm going to crack on and eat this because it's getting cold and I'm very, very hungry. I'm currently on a diet, so I'm trying to restrict my calories as much. Got the Sprite Zero Sugar, of course, lemon and lime flavour. Don't really drink fizzy drinks that much, but now and then I do have a craving for it, and it's better than going to get a fat bar of chocolate or a full fat Coke or an ice cream. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. Once again, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you all on the next video. Peace.